this is Casey Truby. I've got an exciting idea for people that are accountants, bookkeepers, tax people that are in the payroll business about doing a roll-up. Now, I got a call the other day from an accountant, one of our members in our Business Mergers and Acquisitions Club, and she says, I just got an offer to sell my payroll company. Of course, I want to know, well, what'd they offer you? And, well, they're talking 1 to 1.5 times annual gross. And then she kind of sighs, says, God, I wish we were doing $5 million a year, because then we get 4 times billing instead of 1 times billing. I could get $20 million if I was just doing more business. So in my best snarky voice, I said, you hang up this phone right now and go buy 9 other firms for $500,000. Well, looking over my shoulder is my apprentice, and he's one of these crazy young rocket science guys who jumps out of airplanes and rides motocross on weekends. He goes, hey, boss, if you don't like the risk, why would you even go buy the other 9 firms? You really just need to roll them up in a conglomerate. So here's how the deal would work, and this is what is so exciting. We didn't even know about this a week ago. But let's say you have a $500,000 firm. That's just a number. It doesn't matter what the number is. It's worth 1 to 1.5 times $750 at the top end right now. But if you were combining 9 other firms like yours, after the conglomeration was built and you had $5 million in annual sales, then a major player like ADP or Paychex is going to come along and pay 4 times billing, and that's $20 million. Well, if you're one of the 10 that put it together, your share is $2 million, but it gets even better. Now, if that's $2 million instead of getting 500 or 750, that's what your share would be. But then your partners are, let's say they're all the same size, they're all going to get 1.2 million of new money just as well. But you can share this, and you would ask them, listen, if I do this conglomerate and build this and sell it out to ADP or Paychex, then I want half of your overage. So your firm's worth 750 today. If we sell it for 2 million, I want half of that overage, and you may well pick up another 625,000 from each of those 9 other companies. And you're not even buying the firms. You're not putting up any cash. You're just creating a conglomerate, and the conglomerate doesn't even exist until all the firms are put together. And anyone can do this without risk. You don't even need to be in the payroll business right now today to do this. So I'm calling all the other firms in the state. I'm going to start having lunch right now. Now, this is done by aggregators all the time. This already happens. Aggregators roll up a series of small companies, and then they sell it out to the larger companies. And right now, today, we're working with other accountants and bookkeepers on all these details and pitfalls about doing these roll-ups, not just in payroll, but in other M&A ventures, mergers and acquisition ventures. The reason for that is that you're not alone. You could be doing a lot more of this than you think, and it's a lot easier than accounting. No more by the hour grilling, grinding work. You see, you're not limited to just payroll deals, because every one of us know of clients or have clients that are failing, and you can get into them many times for very little cash. Let me give you an example. In March 1st of 2013, I paid $5,000 for a failing home health care company. It took me about 2 months to get it into the black, and it took me 6 more months to get it right, so it was really running. And then I started rolling up small failing local firms. Then we went out and got a national federal contract, and it looks like that sometime in 2015, the equity in this business, I could resell it for $1.5 million, and that's all from a $5,000 investment. And my wife is managing it and taking a $50,000 salary to manage the company as we grow. But it's not just distressed businesses. We love to buy healthy old guy companies as well. Right now I'm working on a pallet company, $300,000. The company's making $150 in net. I can get this company for about $75 down, because there's that much equipment in the building. I can borrow it, the down payment, and then the owner carry back. So I'm positive cash flow on the first day. Or a laundromat deal that's dropping $86,000 a year to the bottom line for $250,000, and I can borrow the down payment against the equipment. One of our members bought a Midas muffler, one of our accountants, a Midas muffler for $26,000, lock, stock, and barrel, and after 6 months he said he could resell it today for $250,000. We just love buying these old guy companies companies, and accountants are so set up to do this because we know the numbers, we know who's in trouble, we know how to ask for bank loans so that we don't have to use our own cash. So we get these companies, these old guy companies like the pallet company, the laundromat, the Midas muffler company. We get these for 2 or 2.5 times earnings, and they've been around 20 years. They're going to be here 20 more years. The capital equipment inside the building, most of the time is enough for the collateral for the down payment, so we're not using our own cash. And they're easy to understand, so I can hire a manager. That's real important because we never do the work ourselves. We always hire managers. It's just like having a cash cow that's going to be around for a long time. Now, most people don't want anything to do with this because they just see that kind of work as dirty, hard labor, but that's where all the money is. Now, if you have ever thought about this, you can use our process. Hundreds of CPAs and bookkeepers already do. Every week we get together on a conference call, and for 30 minutes we go over deals. We talk about how the system would work, because I'll give you our system so you'll know how to find deals, how to work out the numbers, which you probably already know a lot about anyway, how to find the money. If you have an interest in joining our club, join for a month or two. Find out how we're doing. It's $27 a month. Click the blue button below and see the details. But I got to tell you what, this is so much easier than accounting, to just take what we already know and move it up a step. Thank you for listening. I'll look forward to talking to you on Wednesday.